Welcome, I'm DiDi and thank you for joining me for FlossTube number 9. Number 9 again. Yes, already. Better said, already. Number 9 already. And I got in. Yes. Yeah, I got into the GP training starting March this next year. So I'm very happy. I heard last week. Some of you may know that I used to go by Dutch Dog Diamond Painting here on YouTube, and I am an actual doctor. For those of you who are new, I work at the moment in emergency medicine, and I needed to switch specialties due to my age, due to things that I want to do for the rest of my life, and so I changed to GP. But you need to get into the training, and getting into the training was a long progress. I sent in my formal application in June, and last week I heard I was accepted. Very happy about that. My interview was tough, it really was hard. I really didn't quite get the feel of it. It was very different than all the other interviews I've done in my life. Getting questions like, how did you feel when you said that? Not really going with my character. So it was tough to do. I was at work, I wasn't going to look at the results which came by mail, webmail, and I wasn't gonna do it at work. I just, the thought of not getting in, I thought I couldn't even begin to process that and to get to a new mindset to keep working at that point in time. No, no. So yeah, I just wasn't gonna look, no. And then of course the moment I hold my phone checking something, I got the email saying, just saying you went through the progress. That was the only thing I saw, and my heart about stopped and then started racing. And I was sitting next to my colleague and I was like, get the phone. I was literally pushing my phone away and telling her, she's, what's going on? I said, I just got the mail, and I need to focus, I need to finish this. And so she was like, oh, can I look? So she was trying to see if she could get any more information about that one bar that was showing, but she wasn't gonna press on it. And then she kept talking to me about, yes, you need to check it. So I said, no, I need to finish first because I had some administration first to do. And yeah, I checked. I actually yelped. I'm not a very vocal person. I don't scream. I laugh without sound. So yelping for me, actually cheering, is something rare. I think I've done it. This is the second time I've done it in my entire life. The first time was when I got the letter that I got into medical school. I actually ran around the house that time. My parents never saw me like that before. So yeah, besides the congratulations from my colleagues, my bosses put it on their chat, so I started getting text in like 5 seconds, and I said, do you need me right now, because I really need to call my sister. So went to our break room, changing room. I phoned her. She was crying on the other side because after the interview I called her crying for 45 minutes. I was so upset about the interview, and so she was crying right now at that point, and I said, you need to stop crying, otherwise I'm gonna cry, and I need to work. So she then helped me set up a scheme for my parents. My parents were very anxious about this interview. They really wanted me to get in, and the last couple of interviews were not so successful when it came to getting into a residency program. So they were so anxious about it that I actually lied to them and told them the results were gonna come in the week after. So they weren't gonna worry, so they had no idea I just got the results or was gonna get the results that day. So I actually packed a bottle of champagne. It was a bit illegal because you're not allowed to have alcohol at the moment after 7 p.m. On you. My parents live in a small town, so the chances of me getting caught were small, but yeah, so I packed the bottle. My sister made up a story so that my parents would be home to meet her and her fiance. And I actually went from work to her. We had dinner there, and then we all went to my parents, but I drove slowly with a detour, so I would get there around 5 minutes later. So my sister was in, everyone was in, and parked the car not close to the house, just walked a bit, rang the door, and I had the balloon. The balloon was a gift from my colleagues, so I actually had to walk around with the balloon all day. Of course not into the patients' rooms, but in our desk area I had the balloon with me all the time. So it was the one with the balloon, that was my computer, my desk at the moment. Yeah. And I got a pair of socks. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge fan of socks because simply I wear white all the day. All day I just wear white. White coat, white pants, white shoes, so I have very bright socks. So they gave me a pair of socks as well, so I had to change into those. But yeah, I rang the doorbell, and my mom, I heard her actually being upset. Who's coming to the door? Why is someone ringing late at night? Well, you know how it goes. So my sister, getting what was going on, she said, oh, I'll get it, just go get coffee and I'll get the door. So my sister walked to the door, but my mom was crossing behind her to go to the kitchen to get the coffee. And she saw me standing there with the balloon and the champagne. And she was like, hey, no, really? And then she started crying. But my mom is also not that vocal, so she was pretty quiet. So my dad had no idea what was going on. So I had to do it, the same thing all over in the living room with my dad. So we had a little celebration. So yeah, best thing at the moment. Of course, I did a lot of stitching. I did do the 24 hours of cross stitch. I didn't get to 24. I believe I got 20 something. I believe it was 20 or 21 hours in, given the fact that I did it over 2 days. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I did film it. I need to upload it, so after I film this, I'll start uploading everything. But yeah, I did quite a lot of stuff. So after me rambling for 10 minutes, and thank you if you're still here, we are gonna talk about stitchy stuff, because I've got whips, I've got a finish, if I can find it, 2 new starts, haul, yeah, I think that's it. And I've got coffee. So let's start with whips or finish. Let's see, where did I put it? Need to look, the finish first. So this was one of the projects I did during the 24 hours of cross stitch. So if you watch that video, because it's gonna go up before this one, you might have seen me finish this one. It is a kit that came in the Cross Stitch magazine, and it came with a card, so I finished it into the cards. It has some beading. I'm not a real big fan of beading these beads because they're way too big. They're pretty massive. They were uneven, but it was a fun little project. And since my grandma is a crafty person, I'm gonna send this to my grandma. She doesn't know YouTube, she doesn't understand it, so yeah, I'm gonna send her this little project. And I actually put in, let's see, 885 stitches. Yeah. One small note, they said the project took 4 hours to complete. They must be stitching at warp speed, because honestly I had a lot done before I put in those 885 stitches. It took me 8 hours to do those. So how I still don't know why, but or how. It's done this time. Last time I did the kits by this magazine, I ran out of one color. This time I had more than enough to finish the entire project, so that's good, because last time I was a bit upset. So yeah, my finish, very small, very cute. It's gonna go in the mail soon. Then a whip. I worked on the wheel. It is a kit I got from AliExpress. Yeah, I do have a lot of kits, so I'm gonna work through them, but my haul is pretty big. Ordered some more. Did not get the confirmation that I actually got the items that I ordered. That shop works by sending a mail requesting to order, and then they mail you back if they got the stuff and everything's ready to go. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So slowly all those kits are gonna go out, but I'm not gonna throw them out. But this wheel's actually a gift to my best friend's sister, who's pregnant at the moment, who's getting a little boy. And with that little boy, I thought the blue little wheel with the scarf was just too cute, and it's stitched up so amazing. So I'm almost done with the first page, so still need to do that. But look at these colors. I love the gradient in this. It is so cute. There's a lot of back stitching in it, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And I put in, let's see, where did it go? 1,244 stitches in this project in 3 days total. So yeah, very happy with it. Getting close to a finish. I need to have it done by January. So I think I will manage. Then one of the other projects I worked on during the 24 hours of cross stitch is my Turkish tiles cell, for which I found a home. It's gonna go to one of my colleagues. She just bought a new house and she is doing her house in these colors. So let's see, because it's getting bigger. Look how gorgeous this is. I just love it. It's so pretty, and if I really like the end result, I can still redo it because I'll just need to buy the flosses again, the colors, and restitch it. But at the moment it's gonna go to my colleague and it will be finished before I leave my current job, and she leaves as well because he's also got a new job. Ooh, need to fold it over better, so these are the two that I finished during the 24 hours of cross stitch. This border is amazing and I love doing these details were so fun to do. So there's not a lot of actual full crosses in those projects. In tile number 9, which is the swirly flowery thingy, this one, there were 208, and in that one there were only 80. So not that much, and there went my notes. My notes went to the floor, of course. So yeah, for next week the tiles 11 and 12 are out. So, and I've got night shifts coming up. So I'll be working on those during my night shifts. Hope I'll get them done. Let's see where the notes went. Would be kind and nice to find them. Let me pause and find them. Found them! Alrighty, so I found them, and then I'm getting so close to a finish on my Marlène Bastin piece. Excuse the hoop marks, but isn't this gorgeous? So I've actually finished the entire heart by now. I need to do the back stitching in it, and I need to do one of those fluffy things. Don't know the English word for it, but one goes around here. So that's the only thing I need to do, and then this one is finished. So I hope I'll get this one done this year. So very, very pretty, very happy that I'm getting so close to a finish on this one. I put in more than 1,000 stitches. 1,005 exactly, in 4 days total, and this goes a bit slower with 1 day of stitching because there are so many colors in this. If you want to see, it is a kit, so everything came on those lovely little cards. So we have 38 colors because these are the last 38, and these are the first 30. So many colors, lots of changing, lots of confetti. But look how much I've got left. It's just insane. The amount of threads I've got left on this project. Only need to use 3 colors of these for the last part, and then the back stitching. But I'm guessing that's not going to be an issue. So very happy with that. And then taking it out of the hoop today, I saw this. So you're going to see my back. So I started stitching this year for real. I did some stitching before. So I started on this side, and as you can see, a whole big mess of carried threads, and then look at this. Pretty neat. Yes, pretty neat. I did carry a thread here because I had three loose stitches. I wasn't going to cut the thread for that. No. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's pretty big. It 14 count Ada, and I'm loving it. So, but this definitely needs a wash afterwards or a little soak because the edges are a bit yuck. I've been working on this project since June, I believe since June. So yes, it's been getting in and out of the hoop quite often, so it does need a little soak, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Would be nice if I got to finish it this year. It's by far the largest project I've done ever. Let's take a little peek because I forgot how many stitches there are. 160 by 174. Yeah, it's big. And most of all, it's almost full cover, so yeah. Then I've got a new start. I started working on these Christmas owls by Madame Chantilly. Love it, so cute. But this was the first project that I actually planned on doing on linen. You saw me do the Rose Diary on linen and a very small Scandi Christmas ornament on linen, but those were both pretty open linens. I hadn't done anything on a fine linen, and this is a 28 count casual platinum by Zweigart. So I finished this part and then first part of the bow. I worked on it one day and I got in 416 stitches. So yeah, it's getting there. It's almost at the bottom of the first page. So I'm gonna do the entire top first and then I'm gonna shift everything down. And in this bow you see some open spot there, needs to go in white, but I want to finish the bow and then do all these loose white stitches. And I believe I didn't miscount once. Looking at it, it's pretty even, looking good. So I don't think I made a mistake in my stitches so far, which is pretty awesome considering the fact that it's the first time stitching on a finer count linen. Yeah, I needed to practice. So yeah, that's that one. Then more Christmas stitches. It is my Merry Christmas heart. I got a lot of progress done. I got done 945 stitches in 2 weeks. So what did I do? I finished the slat, I finished this ornament, I finished the C, the H, the R, then the E and the R, then some little things in between as well. So you're really starting to see the outline. This is on 18 count Ada. It's also a kit. So it's my finest Ada at the moment. And it's looking so cool. So this is definitely gonna be done by next year's Christmas. This year it's not gonna go, but yeah. And if you're wondering, this is the halfway point, so I'm gonna make it. It's I'm always worried that I picked the wrong part to begin, because I work by the folding method. So as you can see, this is already on the new page, and this is the other half. Sometimes I refold it just to see that I am actually gonna make it. But oh, also on the bottom I've got lots of room left, so I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is also a contester to work on during the night shifts. Why? Because I do not need that many colors, and many colors during a night shift, not gonna work. And then I started another project, another kit. I started this one yesterday. It's the hot chocolate mouse. It's very cute. It's also a kit from Ali. I'm sorry, not gonna link it, but I got this done so far. So I've started working on the candy cane. I've got part of his body done. This is his arm, hands. There's a lot of back stitching in this. And the first color I picked was a blend. There are actually 4 blends in this one. The first one I picked was a blend for the stomach area. Lots of browns, and looking at it like this, the colors do pop. I was a bit worried that the colors weren't gonna pop and weren't gonna show up because of the Ada. It's 14 count Ada. It came with the kit, and it's a lovely subtle and bendable Ada. So I'm really liking that. Getting some good progress on it. Yeah, I spun the new button a couple of times this week. Oh well. So let's get into haul. I kind of went overboard on buying stuff. There was a huge sale on Casa Cecina. It's a store in Italy which is more accessible for me to order from, and they had I believe 20 or 25% off on everything sale on Halloween Eve. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you the total, but let's just say that I got to the point where I always try to get to the point where I get free shipping, but then I got to the point where I got an extra 5% off. Yeah, of the reducted price. So it's insane. This package came. There are some fabrics, there are some patterns, there are some kits. I got too much. Alright, so I've been seeing people do those Mill Hill bead kits. I ordered a little Christmas ornament, the filigree star. It looks very cute, comes with everything. I'm happy. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of stitches in this. There is a lot of beads though, and a magnet, so I believe you can actually place it on your refrigerator if you wanted to, and it's done on 14 count Ada. So very cute. Then let's go to patterns. I picked up a multiple of things. So I saw this Barbara and Design. It's Viva la Vida. I just thought it was very special. It reminds me kind of like my holiday in Mexico. So it had to come. Very cute. Then I picked up this pattern. It is by Italian designers R&P Il Bosco di Bengston, and as you can see, it is monochromatic forest, and it is long. It is, when I do it on a, I believe I got a 32 count, it's gonna be 83 centimeters long. So it's gonna be extremely long, only 15 centimeters high. It has, it's a booklet. It only calls for one color, so that's good. I might switch it to icicle because it's called for DMC 3866. I might change it to icicle, not really sure. And let's find the fabric that goes with that, because it's gonna be a huge piece. So I got the fabric, not the white one. I got this grayish blue fabric. It's a linen. It is, let's turn over the page. It is 32 count Belfast linen in smoky pearl, and it is more bluish than it's picking up. It's looking very gray, but it is more bluish as you look at it. So smoky pearl Belfast linen in 32 counts. I got that for this project. Let's place that back. Let's put that back, because I'm going to show that in a sec. So really looking forward to this one. This is going to be a long running whip. Then I saw the Fracture Flowers by DiDi. It just looked amazing. I'm loving it. Loving the old school colors and feel to it. It's called for Ren by Picture This Plus. The problem is getting Picture This Plus is pretty difficult for me, so I might need to sub most of it, and it only calls for one Gentle Arts, and the rest all DMC. And it's not that big, but it's very cute. So I do need to get that Gentle Arts, but it's gonna go in another order. Then I got the most fitting cross stitch pattern for me. The heartstring samplery, and it's the Coffee Quaker. So it says, first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. I just love it. It's also no, it's not. This is R&R reproductions, also pretty difficult to find. So for me, Stars Hollow blend. So I need to see if I can find it. It's done on 14 counts, which might be out of my league. So I'm definitely gonna do it on 36. But I just love this saying, it's the most fitting one for me ever. So fabric still needs to be ordered. And then I got the Winter Quaker by Rosewood Manor. Love the pattern. The only issue is finding the Valdani threads, which is going to be quite difficult because I can't get them in the Netherlands, I can't get them in Casa Cecina, so I actually might need to order them directly from the store, and then you can only get those large balls they have here. this set isn't for sale anymore, otherwise I would have gotten the set. But yeah, those threads are gonna cost me 60 euros. So, it is on a 28 count Picture This Plus linen dwarf. I subbed it. It was a suggestion from actually the store in which I bought it, and it is this lovely mottled white. But looking at it, I don't know why they got this. I just clicked yes at all the things. There's a lot of white in this, and this is pretty white. And the funny part is, there's this thing. It's huge. So I do love the fabric. It is a, let's get the notes. Vintage June antique. It's a meter by 140. A meter by 140. 28 count. So I'm loving this, but not for this pattern. So I've got this huge piece of linen for which I need to find a proper substitute. So maybe, looking at it, I could do this. I should do FlossTube, but I could do this on this. But definitely, because this has the same modeling on the back, I could do that on this. Still more than enough left on this piece, but oh well, yeah. So I need to find a pretty light blue mottled piece of fabric. I have no idea why the store did this. My fault for not checking. The only issue is this piece of fabric cost me 40 euros with discount. Yeah. So what else did I get? I got some antique Bianco Brittany Lugana in 28 counts. Just off-white, which I need for a other Rosewood Manor project, so I ordered that one. And then I got my fabric in for the Stitch On Me sale, which is gonna start on December 25th, I believe. It called for Permin Ada in Riviera Aqua. It is a, let's see, what kind of count is this? I believe I got it in 16 count. It looks like 16 count. You could order the kits from her Etsy store with all the flosses, but I do have a lot of flosses already. So I just figured out which fabric she was using. So I got the right fabric, now I need to figure out all the flosses. And then I got some free patterns, 2 free patterns as well that came with my order. So that's my haul from Casa Cecina, and literally it took me almost 2 weeks to figure out that I just couldn't figure out for what I got that huge piece of fabric, because it wasn't matching in my hand. So actually I went back to the store, re-clicked on the Winter Quaker, and then figured out that I got that for this, and then looked at the picture and said, not good. So yeah, might need to find the called for picture this plus. So I need to do this on a 28 count because of the Valdani floss, which is already a 3-strand floss. Good to know. Good to know. And then I got my first ever advent calendar. So I'm gonna hold it like this. It is 24 stacks and it came with a little Christmas card. Look how cute! This is a advent calendar hosted by Atelier DiDi. It is a Dutch cross-stitch store. They did a collaboration with Twin Peak Primitives, which is also a Dutch brand. So starting December 1st, I'll get to open my first package, and then there's my fabric for the project, and when I feel, I think there's some flosses in here as well. I accidentally, no it wasn't accidentally, I peeked into one because some of the packages were stuck together, so these weren't completely sealed, and one opened up so far that I couldn't resist looking in. It was a piece of floss. So the advent calendar is supposed to give me everything for the project starting December 1st, and each day I open something, I'm not going to need it beforehand. Fingers crossed that it actually works. I can't wait till December 1st. Yeah. Got the box, got everything sorted in order. It's just little envelopes. All little envelopes and one very long blonde hair. Can't wait. And it's really difficult when they all want to keep opening. It's just me. But this I'll be doing for my Vlogmas. Well, at least I plan to do for my Vlogmas. What else? Plans. So yeah, I ordered more stuff, this time from the Handwerk Boutique, hosted by Annemiek. She's also a FlossTuber. She is Annemiek from the Handwerk Boutique, and she's having a Christmas sale, blowout, thingamabob. She has every season she comes out with a little booklet, PDF format, in which she shows all the new patterns that came out, new flosses. She puts in some free patterns as well. And the Christmas edition is always the biggest one, because normally she would have a sale in her store. I'm not going to go to the store, simply because it's literally on the other side of the country, and I don't have the time for it. But I did get the magazine. It came with 3 patterns. Let me get those. So 3 patterns. We got this little Santa from Teresa Kogutz. So a full pattern from her. We got a pattern which I can't show you because it's the entire pattern from Crochet à Gogo. It Italian brand. And then we also got a little Madame Chantilly Christmas pattern for free. So I printed them all out. There was a Christmas puzzle in it. You needed to send in answers to the puzzle, and if so, you would win something. Could win something. So I'm really hoping that I won. She sent it out at around 7 p.m. and I think I sent in the answers around 9. It was a slow day at work. So, and then she also had a Christmas surprise gift, a box filled with all the stuff you need for a Christmas pattern. So I ordered that one like immediately, and I really hope I got it. I did get the order confirmation, but like I said, the store works a bit differently. And then she also had a grab bag for which you only pay 25 euros, and there would be at least 100 euros worth of patterns inside. So also a big surprise what's in it and whether or not I got it. I did order it, so I'm really hoping to get the confirmation soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No, best thing. You know Shiloh from X Stitch MT? She's doing the Historische Stickmuster Stitch Along. Well, that company each year do a Christmas stitch along. They release a pattern, free pattern in parts. And the first part is gonna drop on November 29th on their blog. And the blog is in German. So it took me a little while to go through it, but the blog is in German. And I'm gonna link it down below. So you can actually find the blog, and if I'm correct, they're gonna do the pattern in 4 stages, and it's gonna be done in silks, so you can order the full packet for that project. I believe on their side, I know the Handwerk Boutique is also having the packet for the project, but if you just want to have the pattern, they will drop it each week like an Advent, the 4 Saturdays or Sundays of Christmas Advent. They're gonna drop it, so starting 29th, go check it out, because last year's project was very pretty. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've got it set in my calendar to go check it out and see. Other plans are for me to start on the Christmas project by Trinity Primitives, which is on the floor, on December 1st. Until then, I'll be spinning my wheel, and we'll be seeing what's gonna happen. No idea. Next week I've got night shift, so I'll make the floss list for the Stitchonomy cell, see which fabrics or flosses I still need, and I'll also be making the floss list for the year-long Peppermint Purple cell, the 2021 version. So I need to go through my flosses, because I've got so many bobbins which have at least a meter on it, that most likely I can do most out of my stock pile of flosses, DMC flosses. So yeah, those are the plans for the upcoming 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, drop me comments on the fabric you would use for this pattern, because we can all say we're not going to use the one that I got for it. Yes, not my finest moment. Oh well, let's deal with it. And I promise this balloon is not going to be here next week because it's getting kind of flimsy. It's a wonder it's still up. So the balloon is not going to be here next week. I'm still going to be happy about it. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So love, craft, and live your life. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!